Kind of a rare shutout for the tight ends or for you on Saturday. I know targeted a couple times, a couple of minutes. Just kind of curious your assessment of your performance Saturday, and also just, obviously we know you were dinged up a little bit in the preseason, just like where you kind of feel you're at, like health wise.
Yeah, no, I mean, I made it known or whatever. I wasn't very happy with the way that I played, and I thought there was a lot of stuff that I needed to clean up. And I guess that's just coming in. I didn't get any scrimmages really in the fall and stuff, and that's not an excuse at all. But I just had to find that rhythm because I want to be able to help everybody. Got to be there for Tyler and be on that rhythm. So just stuff that I need to clean up. But obviously, most important, the team got the W, so that's all that matters. But so just got to work on things.
I was just kind of curious. This is obviously a big game, SEC opponent. And when you were already committed at this point, but when you were getting recruited, Miami had that big win against Notre Dame, and obviously that ended up being a really highly ranked recruiting class. What does a game like this, just thinking back to when you were recruited, a game like this do recruiting wise?
Yeah, it's huge. Obviously, you're in a situation like this, playing a big time team in a big time stadium. Everyone's going to be watching, so it's big. You get those big W's. It's something that people remember, forever. And I mean, certainly when I was a recruit, when that Notre Dame game happened, I mean, it's sweet. You get the bragging rights to tell all the people, your buddies or whatever. But no, it's huge for this program, huge for the team. Recruiting, I know that's going to be a big attraction. So it's just a great opportunity for us in the university.
Go to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
I will. Obviously, I'm sure the coach is trying to keep you guys insulated, might be the word, but does it, for you guys on the team, a game like this, does it get you guys pumped up? Does it get you guys, more excited than normal just to play, a big time opponent, night game, 100,000 people there? I mean, how do you guys feel about it, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I think we always approach everything. It's just like, hey, it's the next game. And, so that's one's the most important. But, obviously you're playing in a stadium like this or an atmosphere like this against a team like this, things are going to be a little different. It's going to be very exciting. Everyone's going to be watching. So it's a great opportunity, like I said. But, you get excited for moments like these. It's a reason why you came to the University of Miami is playing big time games. So, like I said, it's just a great opportunity for us to go out there.
Go to Luke Cheney from All Hurricanes. Luke.
Hey, Will. So, like Southern Miss at times, Texas A&M's linebackers and cornerbacks are very physical off the line and in coverage. What can the wide receivers and tight ends do to really combat that level of physicality?
Yeah, something that Coach Cristobal always instills and always emphasizes is our physicality. So, we know what they got on their side, and they're, like you said, great physical players, great athletes. So it's a great challenge, but that's something that we have to bring the physicality. We got to be the team that punches first. So that's been an emphasis all week, and I know it's an emphasis all the time, but definitely this week too is we got to bring that physicality. We got to set that tone. So that's something that that we have to do.
Go to Manny Navarro from The Athletic.
Hey, Will, Tyler, after the game on Saturday, said there's still probably a lot of this offense that you guys haven't necessarily shown. I'm curious, from a tight end perspective, is this week sort of one of those weeks where maybe, hey, you'll put up bigger numbers because there'll be more to the offense? There'll be more to what you guys' responsibilities are?
Yeah, there's not like a certain week, I guess, that's dialed into one position, we're all given opportunities to make plays and stuff. And last week, the same thing. And, hey, that's on me that we tight ends maybe didn't get those numbers. So, but, this is a great opportunity for all of us. There's not one thing in the game plan that's signaling out someone. It's a great overall game plan for everyone to make plays. When your number gets called, you got to make those plays. So, we're excited to get that opportunity this week.
Go to Susan Miller-Degnan from the Miami Herald. Susan.
Hi there. The noise factor. I know Jakai was saying you just have to, concentrate on the 11 guys, on your team, but with 102,000 people screaming, how could that affect the offense? And if there is a mistake or penalty, because invariably that happens, how do you get guys to calm down, rectify the situation, especially the younger ones? How do you deal with the noise?
Yeah, I mean, we've played in some loud places before. I don't think we've played in front of a crowd quite like this yet that I can remember. So, it's a good opportunity, but it's you can't get distracted by that. You can't get that off your game. We got to focus and do what we do. So I think we've been preparing well this week, to kind of get ready for that. So yeah, you just can't let it throw you off. We got to stick to what we do best and, just focus on that, focus on ourselves and block out that exterior noise, I guess, coincidentally. But
Go to Frank Tucker from Keynes County. Frank, you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. Will, I mean, obviously this is a big game against a really talented defense. Their slot corner safety, Antonio Johnson, is a 6'3", 200-pound freak. What are some things you guys are seeing on film and kind of putting into the game plan to counteract his abilities?
yeah, I mean, when you look at their roster, their depth chart, and every guy on their defense, I mean, they're studs. They're the 5 and the 4 stars from all over the country. And yeah, like you said, they're freaks and they're very, very talented. They're well coached. So yeah, they're a tough defense all around as a unit. And so, I mean, that requires our best this week in the game plan, the attention to detail, the intensity that you got to dial in and focus in on. Everything is such a big deal. And so, that's just something we just, like I said, we just got to focus on ourselves because we know what we're going up against. But at the end of the day, we just got to do what we do best.
Hey, Jakai.
How you doing?
Good. Last game, let's put this video on. Last game, Tyler was sacked 4 times. And I just wanted to know your thoughts on what happened, and what you can do to clean that up, and also what you expect this week against Texas A&M.
Yeah, obviously we don't want the quarterback on the ground at all, and it was just a few mental busts by some of the guys up front that we got to get cleaned up, obviously, and I think that we've done a good job of cleaning up throughout this week. I mean, and it's nothing that Southern Miss did anything special. We beat ourselves and we're all the way focused and all the way locked in. So coming up this week, we have a great challenge with Texas A&M, and their defensive line is one of the tops in the country. So it's a great challenge that we're looking forward to, and a great opportunity for us to show, the progress that we've made, and a great opportunity to go out there and get better.
Thank you.
We'll go to Manny Navarro from The Athletic. Manny.
Hey, Jakai, curious when you prepare for an opponent like this, like Texas A&M, how far back do you guys go watching tape? Is it just from this season? Do you go back a couple seasons? And it's specifically as an offensive lineman, picking up their blitzes and whatnot, being the center. Curious, what you look for before a game like this.
Yeah, I mean, we want to be as prepared as we possibly can be. So we'll go back and watch some games from before, and watch as far as personnel, watch some of the guys that might have played last year. Obviously, we're going to watch the first 2 games. The defensive coordinator came from Ole Miss, so we'll go back and watch some of the things that he did over there, and just trying to be as prepared as we possibly can.
We'll go now to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey, Jakai. Obviously, Kyle Field at A&M is, it's one of the biggest stadiums in the country. It's going to be extremely loud when you guys are on offense. How have you guys prepared for that? What have got, guys who've played in environments like that, I think of like Tyreek playing at Georgia and stuff like that. What have they told you about playing in a stadium with 100,000 people and just what that environment's like, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, we've done all we really can as far as crowd noise, but I mean, playing at Kyle Field is a special place. They're going to have fans there. They're going to be loud. They're going to be rowdy. Our main focus is just being locked in on our assignment every play, and playing as a team. At the end of the day, there's 22 guys on the field, and that's all we can focus on is making sure that the guys on our side of the ball are doing what we need to do to win.
Go to Luke Cheney from All Hurricanes. Luke.
Hey, Jakai, what has really stood out to you about Texas A&M's defensive line from watching them on film this week?
Yeah, I mean, all of them are big, long guys, very athletic, very good at getting off of blocks. you know, the guys in the middle are very good at you know, holding their ground, not really getting knocked back too much. So, I mean, like I said before, it's going to be a great challenge for us to try to see what, like I said, the progress that we made throughout the summer and, you know, throughout these first few weeks and see what we can do against them.
Go to Daryl Streeter from Footballville. Daryl.
Hi, Jakai. I just got a question. How much fun is it having a run offense with a new run blocking concept? How much fun is it being in a offense with a new blocking concept? Let's say running the ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, as offensive lineman, we want to run the ball every play. So, I mean, it's fun, but, you know, I think Coach Gaddis, with this offensive scheme that we have, it puts guys in positions to go out there and make plays, you know, and when they're one-on-one blocks. And I think it just increases the level of competition across the board for every guy. And if you're playing a game of football, especially at this level, you have to be an elite competitor. So it's got to be fun for all of us.
We got time for two more for Jakai. We'll go to Michael McCoy from the Big O Show and then Frank Tucker. Mike, go ahead. Mike, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. Thanks, Jakai, and thanks, Alex. Jakai, so Henry he played last season at Kyle Field. Has the offense or the team in general been leaning on him in terms of what to expect, or has he taken any type of leadership role as to what to expect in terms of the loudness of the crowd or the crowd noise period? Thanks.
I honestly didn't even know that, but I haven't personally talked to Henry about it. But like I said before, we're not really too focused on the crowd. We're focused on what we have to do on the field. So, I mean, the crowd hasn't been too much of a talk around the building.
Thank you.
Just for the record, Henry played against Texas A&M at home last year. We'll close it out with Frank Tucker from Kane County.
Hey, Jakai. Last year, you guys only had 3 100-yard rushers for the 2021 season entirety. This year, you know, we've already started off with 2 straight games of Henry Parrish eclipsing that century mark. What are you guys doing differently to bring a higher level of success in the running game?
Executing, I guess. You know, I think that with the running back room that we have, it's in the scheme that we have, I guess it's hard to really honestly, I don't even know how to explain that. I think at the end of the day, the offensive line really just has gone out there and done what we need to do, and the running backs have read the holes, you know, the way that they needed to do. It's not really something that I personally focused on. I'm trying to get the backs to 100 yards. I just go out there and try to, you know, win my one-on-one and hope for the best. Honestly, hope that the running back can break. I hope that he scores a touchdown on every play. But honestly, I don't know if we've done anything too much different other than executing our assignment, maybe a little bit of technique.
Adam?
Hey, how you doing? A&M, you know, really struggled on offense last week. You know, just from watching their game film, what did you see that they had issues with, and how do you, I guess, guys want to replicate what App State did last week?
You know, we're just playing our game. Yeah, every day we're focused on making sure we're doing everything right in our part, so we can go out there as a defense and go dominate. Go out there and play Canes football.
And have you guys their quarterback had a rough game. There's been some talk they might, you know, make changes at quarterback. Have you guys looked at game film from guys like Max Johnson and Cooper Wegman, their backups?
You always got to be ready for anything that they throw at you. But you know, start to run, get after them third down, and that's the plan every week.
We'll go to Gio Milian from Kane Space. Gio.
Hey, Jahfari, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Is there anything specific that you've seen on tape from Texas A&M's offense that stands out to you?
You know, they got a pretty good offense. The fast backs. Them boys to run. They run pretty well. So, you know, we just gotta, you know, start that run. You know, you gotta keep pounding.
Go now to Manny Navarro from The Athletic.
Hey, Jahfari, just curious about their offensive line. Obviously, they've got size up front, but some of those guys are pretty young. You guys kind of have an older group there on the defensive line. Curious, when you go into a game like this, and you know they've got some young guys on that side, is there a different level of motivation? Hey, we kind of excitement at all? Like, hey, we're the older guys here, we're the veterans.
They're pretty big guys. So just coaching the young guys in our squad up, so everybody go out there and dominate. But we don't really think about age. No matter how old you are, you can play ball. Everybody can play ball. That we play against on the schedule. So it ain't really about the age or anything. We're just trying to go out there and dominate.
Go to Frank Tucker from Kings County. Frank.
Hey, Jahfari. The sack production is kind of similar to last year. The defensive ends haven't really, stepped up production-wise, but, the defense has been solid. Is there anything you guys are doing differently this week to up the sack production for this game?
Yeah, we're every chance we get, working on pass rush and doing things like balancing the rush and all the extra time we have, we're doing a little extra pass rush and stuff, get offs and different things like that, watching a little extra film. But I think we'll come together pretty well as the season goes on.
Go to Luke Cheney from All Hurricanes. Luke.
Hey, Jahfari. I know you mentioned Texas A&M's run game, in particular, Devon Chain, obviously a very talented back. I guess, what are you guys working on this week to work on containing such a talented player like him?
Just all hands to the ball. We need all 11 people running to the ball, relentless effort from everybody in defense. That's the best way to contain a fast guy like that. Just need everybody punching.
We got time for two more for Jahfari. We'll go to Michael McCoy from the Big O Show, and then we'll wrap it up with Susan.
Hey, good afternoon, Jahfari. Quick question. So last week, time of possession was huge for Appalachian State. And has there been an emphasis defensively for Miami to get off the field on third downs? Like, have you guys been stressing that to get off the field on third downs when it's called upon so that the offense can have a chance to control the ball more?
We definitely got to get off the field on third down. We definitely got to do a better job with that. That's been the emphasis. And, we left some things out there on the field last week, so we just cleaned that up, and that's just using that as motivation. Just go out there, play our game, and start the boys on third down so our offense can get a chance.
Thank you.
Last question. We'll go to Susan Miller-Degnan from the Miami Herald to wrap it up.
Hi, Jahfari. How important do you think a game like this is to recruits who are, figuring out where they want to go? And some might be choosing between, Texas A&M and Miami, for example. Can a game like this, well, how does it affect them?
I already too much focus on recruiting, but we just win every game on our schedule, and that's the best thing to do recruiting wise. We win every game. Everybody want to come there, so we just focus on us and focus on every day here. Well, we are where our feet are, so we're just trying to have the best day we can every day.
How about when you were younger, though? I mean, when you were in high school, didn't you ever look at big games and think,
Yeah, but I was all about the youth from the beginning, so I couldn't really say too much.